Crypto Kids, Bitcoin is right now crashing. We're sitting at $57,000. Now, last night we talked about Bitcoin when it was at 60K. We said that Bitcoin will likely continue its crash. There were a couple of huge warning signals for Bitcoin. But what everyone in the Crypto Kids community is wondering is whether if the crash is now over or will this Bitcoin crash continue and will we dump to lower prices. So just a couple of hours ago, I'm in school by the way, so smash up the like button if you do appreciate these uploads from school. I need to be as fast as possible, but just in between economics and math class, I was able to post this update in Telegram. And what I was saying is basically, Bitcoin was forming a descending triangle. We talked about the descending triangle before it broke towards the downside. Now, breaking the descending triangle would be taking us to the height of it, and we put it below the final breakdown zone. And this had a target of approximately 53.5K. Now, what we can see here on the 2-day time frame is that Bitcoin between 60K and 53.2K has a huge volume gap in between. Now, the way that volume works is usually if a price of an asset falls down into a volume gap, then you technically fill this volume gap pretty quickly, testing the next level of demand for that particular asset. In this case, Bitcoin has the next high level of demand sitting at 53.2K. So we kind of have the justification that if Bitcoin now continues to fall, we will likely close that support and hit 53.2K. But there is some hopium, and that hopium is the 30-period moving average. Now, I posted a research report on the Telegram community, just a couple of, in fact, this was exactly 1 week ago. And to all of the diehard fans that did end up reading the research report, I mentioned that Bitcoin will likely reverse to the 30-period moving average. Because in this parabola, whenever we had a bearish crossover between Consensio, which is the 3, 10, and 30-period moving averages, we tend to retest the 30-period SMA. We can see that within this parabola, we retested it a long time ago, then very recently in February, January, and then now we could potentially be retesting it again following a bearish crossover in Consensio. And that gives us a target of 56K. Now, Bitcoin actually did end up hitting 56 on a couple of exchanges, so technically we are finding support at this level already. So if you are looking to DCA into Bitcoin, I think right now may be an interesting opportunity. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, but 56K could have been the only support between where we are right now and between 53.2K. Now, another piece of analysis that I shared was the bearish divergence on the MACD weekly time frame. The last time that Bitcoin had a bearish crossover after such a notably high price movement towards the upside was back in the 2021 all-time highs. And after we did see a bearish crossover on the MACD, Bitcoin, of course, entered into, firstly, a short-term bear market, and then secondly, a much bigger bear market, dumping approximately 80% from all-time high tops. So in this case, I think Bitcoin will likely have a consolidation because that's what we usually do right after the Bitcoin halving. There's currently no new narrative. We already had the US spot ETFs. The hype has been lived already. We had the halving event. So Bitcoin needs to find a new narrative to continue pushing towards the 100K levels. So it is completely normal for Bitcoin to now consolidate or have a small retraction in price, potentially down to 52K. And then we continue rising in the parabola. Then we continue hitting 100K. The market's just punished. If you go higher up for in a quicker amount of time, then it's like, law of physics. Then you will also drop significantly more compared to what we've seen before. And on the monthly candle, Bitcoin closed its monthly candle yesterday, or just a couple of hours ago. We talked about the twin top pattern, the double stick candle. Actually, it's a double candlestick formation. A twin top is very bearish. And we also talked about that Bitcoin will likely have another bearish candle within this current month. And finally speaking, just 2 more things to add. Bitcoin, there's currently the economic data is not that strong. We have FOMC tonight, which I will be live streaming, so turn on the notification bell. You do not want to miss this because Bitcoin is going to have a very, very volatile period. The macroeconomics is not looking good whatsoever. Currently, we're expecting higher interest rates for a longer amount of time, and we just got the possibility of even having another rate hike this year. This would completely destroy risk-on assets, the stock market, gold, because people will shift into the DXY, which is cash, and people will buy long-term bonds. So all of these things is actually very bad for Bitcoin. I think 56K, just to summarize, is a very nice DCAing opportunity But if we continue dipping lower, that's the time where I will be adding to my long position, which I entered with you guys at $43,000. But that's pretty much it. I kind of need to run to class. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one pretty soon. So take care, and bye-bye.